Hey there, Cerise here. Welcome, guys. Look at this beautiful view. This is Cabarete, guys. And there's a beach right there. And guys, the beach is beautiful. And I also have another update. It is open. So the beaches are open. Yes, guys, there has been a lot of confusion going on with what is really happening here. Not only with you guys around the world, but with us around the world here in the Dominican Republic. Yeah, it has been a little bit of a confusion. Every day I've been hearing stuff for like the past week. I've been getting messages sent to me, voice notes sent to me. They sound professional and they sound like there is a whole lot of going on. And so, my aim is to share it with you all. And that's what I attempted to do yesterday because I heard that the beaches were closing down, but I read in a periodical and the news that the borders were staying open. So when I heard the beaches were closing down, I heard that all water was being closed. So in other words, the Rio, which is the river, and also the beaches I heard, but that's not so. Okay, the beaches will remain open. The beaches and the hotel sectors as well, they will remain open. So it's the discos that didn't open up anyway in the first place after quarantine. Those will still be closed. Restaurants are open. I would imagine even if the water was closed on the beach, they would still leave the restaurants open on the beach. But they have said now that there will be allowed swimming on the beach. Okay, I'll be in Sosua tomorrow. I'll be videoing a few things, apartments, and guys, I'm really excited about it. Tomorrow, I'm also going and looking at a few other things. But first, let me finish this conversation here. Okay, so state of emergency. There is going to be a curfew. Yes. That is another thing that has been going up and down. A lot of people don't even know what time that is. Some people are saying 5 o'clock in the evening. Some people are saying 2 o'clock on the weekends. Some people are saying 7 o'clock in the evening and 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock and 5 o'clock. It's just up and down. So far, what I have heard is everything. But it seems like now, today I went to Gaspar Hernandez and I also went to Hamao just to go around, and that's another story I'll tell you in a minute. I made a video about it today. But I heard that it's 7 o'clock here at night, every single day, Monday to Friday, but on the weekend, it is 5 o'clock. Okay, so that's what I have heard right now. We only know when that's going to change again. Only God knows when that's going to change again, but it's possible to change again. And I heard so many things. I heard that it's going to be for the 45 days. Some people are saying, no, it's only going to be 25 days for that curfew. And then another curfew will come in. So we really don't know. We can just tell you day by day what is in the news and what the president said yesterday. And the president said that the beaches will remain open, but the rivers and all that I've heard had to be closed. Okay, so that's it, guys. What else is going on? Let me see here. Hey, Gil, how you doing? You'll be here soon, buddy. I was in Hamao today, guys. Hamao is a beautiful, beautiful town. It is going that way towards Sabaneta, and it's a beautiful town. It has rivers and everything. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. I went there because I was with a friend and he had to get his cedula updated. So the cedula here is like the birth certificate. It has their picture on it and everything. It kind of looks like a driver's license in Canada, but like with the picture and the chip and all that. So he had to get that today. The reason why he had to get that today is because A lot of you guys are coming for apartments, and a lot of you guys are sending money to your landlords. And as part of my service, I will pick up the money from Western Union for the landlords, and then I will deliver it to the landlords for you, and I will get a receipt for you, and I will take a picture of your receipt and send it to you via WhatsApp, so you know you're paid for your apartment, your villa, your house, whatever it is you're renting, a business. You know you're good, and when you get here, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got your place and you're paid for. So I've been getting a lot of transfers, and Western Union said to me last week, no más para un mes, no more for 1 month. I was like, what? I was in the middle of getting some transfers, and they're like, no, first of all, you can only get 2 a day. That's how they first rock and rolled with it the week before. And last week, I was like, okay, I'll get 2 a day, and I'll just make sure that I'm giving it to the landlords, obviously giving it to the landlords, but I'll just cash the for the landlords that day for the clients that are coming sooner than the other ones, if you know what I mean. So I had my little strategy going on, and I'm like, okay, I understand, just 2 transfers a day, cool. When I was there last week and they said to me, no más para un mes. I'm like, well, that doesn't seem fair, right? So now I'm using Caribbean Express. Caribbean Express, I asked them yesterday what their rules are, and they said nada, nothing. You get your money, like that's it. And I said, how many can I get a day? How many transfers can I get a day? And they're like, it's up to you. Like there's no limit. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to encourage all my clients to please use Caribbean Express. That's CARIBE Express. They are awesome. You'll get your money here. I heard that if you don't have a Caribbean Express and where you are, like an actual building, you can go on Zoom online, XOOM or something. Check out the other options, please, because if you might get stuck having to wait a few days for this and that. And on top of that, I'm not knocking Western Union. Western Union is a great service, and they are very professional, and they have their reasons for how they do things. And I guess they're just keeping it safe, but they should have certain accounts for people. They should have people with business accounts that are allowed to take out a certain amount of transfers every day, and or an unlimited amount, all the time. So now what happened, because I have some clients that are like, no, Cerise, I'm familiar with Western Union. They're not familiar, like they'll tell me they're familiar with Western Union, but they're not familiar with the computer, and they have no clue about online banking or anything. They just want to go to the bank. They're retiring. They just want to go to the bank and pay for their, for their rent and everything through Western Union. So what I had to do was get my friend to update his cedula so I can put the transfers in his name for tomorrow. You see, I'm working for you guys, and that was suggested to me from one of my clients. My client said, well, can't I just send the transfer in like your friend's name that you trust? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll put it in my friend's name because he'll be with me in the street tomorrow working. He's the one that's going to be taking me around on the motorbike. So I said, yeah, I'll put it in his name. But when I asked him today, he's like, yeah, he said, no problem. And then he told me he has to update his cedula. He could still use that card, but he would have to update it eventually. And I said, well, why don't we just update it? He said, it's $10. And I said, no problem. Let's go update your card. You need it anyway. So we got out to Hamao, and we got out to Gaspar Hernandez, and then we had to go back to, we went to Gaspar Hernandez twice. We were at Sabaneta today. It was great. And I saw so many different options for you guys to come and live. If you guys are only willing to do what I do, like I'm coming more and more towards the campo. Eventually I'm going to be in the campo, and that's probably where I'm going to buy. And somewhere near the beach. But for now, I'm settled. I am completely settled right here. That's right. The universe said it right back. Let me see if I have any questions here. Hi. Hey, mama. Hi from the USA. Hello back to you from the Dominican Republic. And guys, aside from, by the way, when we got the cedula for him today, Noche, Ben, come say hello. Come say hello. Say hello. Hello, everybody. Noche, Ben. Hola, mi amor. She's a shy one. Sometimes, but when you see her in the street, she'll surprise you. So when we got the cedula today, it was quite easy. It was a really easy process. Everyone was wearing their masks inside, and it was, it was all right. It wasn't too many people. Of course, we were in the countryside, so that was all right. But I really like Hamao and Gaspar Hernandez. You guys can get land out there, and you guys could drive here to Cabarete within 20 minutes. There's another honk from the universe. Honk from the trucks. You can get cheaper land out there. Check it out. You can contact me, 829-702-7726, and I'll help you out. I was out there today, and when I saw all the beautiful land, and Gaspar Hernandez is a beach town, by the way. Again, it's only about 20 minutes from here, maybe 30 minutes. I don't want to say 30. And then you also have Sabaneta, and then you also have Hamao. And these places have beautiful homes that are, some of them are already built almost, and the people are wanting to sell them now because if they don't, they don't have the money to continue to build. Actually, one of my story times coming up is from a woman that was dating a foreigner. She used to be a working girl in Sosua, and she met him in Sosua, and he moved out towards Gaspar Hernandez and Hamao. And so he bought land in both places and also in Sabaneta as well. But he just bought out there, and he built with her, and he built her a place. And then it was just half built because he died and she didn't have any more money. And his wife that was abroad, she obviously was entitled to all the money. The wife wasn't going to give the girlfriend here anything. So the girlfriend had to stop in mid-construction. And lucky for her, it's a piece of land that she'll be able to sell with the half-built house on it. Now that happens here a lot. I don't know about buying a house half built. I had someone contact me today that asked me the same question. He has an opportunity to buy a house that is half built, and he wanted to know my take on it. I think if it is well built, take in somebody who is a builder, pay them for their time, make sure they're professional. If it's wood, then obviously you'll take someone in that understands wood structures. And if it's cement, then obviously you'll take, someone who's been here forever and understands, or obviously a Dominican born, or someone that builds the houses here, because they will be able to tell you if the foundation is strong, if the person stopped building because they realized that it was just a money pit, or the future of the home was not going to be safe or something. You can always take professionals in. And I would say there are opportunities where you could buy a house that is half built, especially if it was only, being built a year ago. You can definitely buy a half-built house and save on your costs there, especially if the person just wants to sell out and they just want to get rid of, any responsibilities. Let me see what questions are here. Hey, Nancy, how you doing, baby? Yes, Hamao is so beautiful. Mr. International, what's the start price for the land? It really depends. It really depends. And I always get those questions. It's a very good question, but it depends on the seller. In Toronto, you can go into a certain area and buy a home in a certain area, and you will get a roundabout price of what the house is worth. But here it's a little different. I mean, one person could be selling land in one area right here, like that patch over there. And then you could buy a piece of land from my friend over here, and it's a little bit more expensive, but it is a beautiful lot right in front of the beach too. So it really depends on the person and what they choose to sell their land for and what they bought it for. Like, for instance, you might buy the piece of land right here, but it may not come with a deslende. A deslende is a deed. And the person that's selling it to you may not even have ever had it because it was in their family for many, many years. They can prove that it was in their family, but if they don't have a deed, a des lende, and they don't have it mapped out and zoned out, just don't buy it because it could get taken away from you very quickly without a des lende. Okay, Deslinde, Deslinde. You need that buying anything. Okay, never forget that. That's the first rule in buying here. I was going to say the first thing's your money, but that's just a given, right? So yeah, and now my friend's place, she does have everything zoned out, mapped out, and deslende and everything. So when you buy it, you are buying it right off the block, literally, and you're ready to build without having to wait or worry about anything. So, it really depends on also the area. You could buy in Hamao near the river, and oh my gosh, you could get something really, really cheap from a family that's never there and they don't care to be there because it's all the way out in the countryside. And it could be that the mother now lives in the United States with her children, or Germany or Spain or Canada. And, that's just a piece of land sitting there that she can cash in on. And she would just put that money straight into the bank. So those are the types of things that I look for you guys. I look for the types of places that are, whatever you tell me, you say, okay, Cerise, I want something remote. Like right now I have a nurse that is retiring, not Nancy. Shouts out, Nancy, you're retiring too, sweetheart. You just commented. And Nancy's going to be staying right here in Cabarete with me. And she's staying just down the street at the Victorian. Oh, shoot. Did I just say that right up on there? Oh, sorry, Nancy. But hey, she will also be renting it out. So I got to tell you guys, it's a beautiful condo. It's beautiful. And, so if you're interested in it, you just got to hit me up and you can talk to her about it. Aside from that, it is also 24-hour security guard and also guard with a gun. So completely secure. So very, very gorgeous place if you're interested in that. There you go, Nancy. I just plugged your place. Okay, so aside from that, the other nurse that is retiring, she's not into the beaches, and she's not into anything that has to do with the city. She likes small towns, and she didn't even mention like water at all. She just said, Cerise, I'm not into the beach. I like something remote. I like something in the countryside. And, I'm a single woman. I like animals. I don't mind if there's some cows around. I don't mind it. I just really like remote. And she told me her budget is $130,000. So I know for sure she would be a really good pick. But she told me 130, but you know what? I'm posting it and contacting all my contacts with it with 100,000. Okay, I'm seeing what I can get for her in the 100,000 range first, because 130 is a very good. It's very good for her, especially if she wants something remotely. And she said also she wants a house that's already built, and she doesn't need it to be brand new. She doesn't need it to be she doesn't want it to be shabby, but she also wants it to be, she can do the upgrading because she'll be retired and she doesn't mind doing that. She sent me some photos of her current home where she lives in the United States. I was like, holy smoly, macaroni, why are you leaving that? But at the same time, I understand why. There's nothing that compares. There's nothing that can compare to living here like this. And like when I was there today, you just breathe in so deeply and it's so beautiful. So I'm thinking I'm going to put her in a nice community in Gaspar Hernandez or Sabaneta or Vera Agua, Isla Bon, somewhere out there. Right here is Cabarete. Going that way is Sosua. Okay, a lot of you guys watching this are familiar with that. But going over this way, we have Hamao, and we have it's all the whole beachfront still going. We have, well, not Hamao. We get to like Sabaneta, but first we're going to get to like Veragua, but then we're going to get to, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting off the top of my head right now. It's just there today, and I know it already before today. But yeah, Isla Bon, Veragua, Sabaneta, And then after that, there's a whole bunch of little barrios on the street that we just keep going by. And then Gaspar Hernandez is a big place. It's so beautiful. She could fit in any of these areas on the way there. And there's a lot of houses that are for sale with beautiful backyards. I just have to place her somewhere where she's also going to feel safe in her remote choice. As it's so safe here. It really is. I got to tell you, I don't hear of a lot of home invasions. I hear a lot more of motorcycle accidents, which I'm going to get to in a second because I'm going to be buying a motorcycle. I'm in the midst of learning. I'll be safe, but let me get to that. I hear a lot more motorcycle accidents, but that's because it's such a smaller island compared to Canada, right? That's who I'm doing my comparison with. My country, and also there's not as many motorbikes on the roads in Canada. So of course, where you're at, if you're in a place where there's an increase of motorbikes, then you're going to hear about a lot more accidents. But so I'm studying right now. Now, for those of you who don't know, I did buy a Pasola. A Pasola is a scooter. It's just automatic. You don't have to use the foot clutch, like the foot gear shift. You just use the two handle gears on the left and right side. So I was okay with that, but the Pasola was very tiny and it was really just useless for me. So I gave it away to the maintenance man and I gave it away to my ex to give it away to the maintenance man. I gave the bike to the maintenance man itself, but my ex was supposed to give him the key. And I didn't hear anything else about that, so I don't want to plug it. But anyway, maybe you guys can ask him. I forget his name now, too. He's in Don Juan. Fabio, that's his name. Ask him if he ever did get that bike. I would really like to know if my ex gave him the keys or not. But he had the bike. I gave him the bike because I just left it there in Don Juan. I was like, not the bike, sorry, the Pasola. And I was like, here, if you want it, you can have it. It's yours. I don't have the key. My ex has it, but I'll contact my ex to come here and give it to you. And he said, okay. And so I don't know whatever happened with it after that. But in any case, long story short, I know how to ride a Pasola. And I don't really want a Pasola. You know, I want something. I'm always working in the streets. Like I'm always driving from house to house to house, doing videos. And I'm always going from Los Charamicos to Cabarete. I'm in Sosua almost every day. Excuse me. I was there yesterday. I'm there almost every day. And because I'm always doing business there, right? So I'm always getting motor conchos. And I don't mind motor conchos. I have a good handful of you. I have a moto concho business, motomade.com, where anyone wants deliveries, they can contact my cell phone and I will get a delivery to them, whether it's picking up their laundry and getting it cleaned and folded and delivered back to them, whether it's getting pharmacy, groceries, pick up for the beach, drop off, even to the airport, trips to Puerto Plata, anywhere. I have that service. So I really do enjoy moto concho. For those of you who don't know what moto concho is someone who uses their bike, their motorcycle, generally motorcycle. I don't really see too many Pasolas as moto conchos, but and again, Pasola is a scooter, and they use it here in the street as a taxi, right? So when I saw the convenience of it, I was like, wow, I would love to offer that service. So let me see here. Mike Moss, hey, how you doing? Let me see, there's a lot of comments, okay. Nancy, you're welcome. Can I find land for 5,000 cash? Yes, you can. In New York, we have a company called La Nacional. The money is picked up at Caribbean Express. Oh, okay, La Nacional. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, so let me see. I think I'm caught up. Leon, you're welcome. And yes, Mr. International, you can definitely buy land for $5,000. You definitely can. You can buy it for $1,000. There was a guy that was selling a piece of land in La Union to me last year. His name was Martin, for $2,000, but he did not have the deed for the land. it was, and he was not able to build on the land, only wood and zinc roofs. They cannot build cement on that land yet. It's in La Union. It's government-owned land, but eventually the government's going to hand it over to the people. That is what the rumors again, right? But you know, when there's rumors here, like honestly, they're usually pretty true. There's always some truth to the fiction, and usually the truth is stranger when it does come out. But in any case, not that this would be, look what I'm drinking, guys. I don't know if you can see that. I have my strawberries inside my water. It is so refreshing. Refreshing. So, so yeah, that piece of land I was going to buy. And I took my friend Alberto. Some of you guys may know Alberto. He's a motor concho here down by the beach, Sosua Beach. And I got him to meet with me because he lives in La Union and he rents out his place as well. And he's bought that land years ago, like over 10 years ago, and he's been building on it slowly himself. And so I knew I could bring him to the business meeting. So I sat down with him and this guy, Martin, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready to buy it right now. And Martin's like, all right. So, you know, and I said, I just need to ask a few questions. And Martin speaks Spanish very well, even though he's not originally from here. And he was speaking Spanish to Alberto. Alberto asked him just a few questions. Bam, 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 bam. And Martin, the one time Martin said no to one question, and Alberto looked at me and he said, no, you don't buy this land. And I said, not even just because in the future it could turn, like 2,000 is not really a lot of money for a piece of land in the Dominican Republic to lose afterwards, right? It's not a huge investment. And if it turns over the other way, then like, that's all gravy. I got a wonderful piece of land out by the airport for $2,000, you know? So I was willing to risk that. And no, my buddy Alberto said, you don't need to risk that. You don't need to risk 2,000 when you can buy something with a deslende for 2,000 somewhere else. Like, you know, he's like, La Union is okay. He said, yes, it will start to change in the next few years, but you could get something else in the meantime. And, you know, he was 100% right. And I look back on it and I'm like, I was grateful for that. He was a blessing to help me out with that. And so I would say the same thing to you guys. Yes, you can definitely get a good piece of land, but don't just buy because it's cheap. Buy because it's cheap and it has its deslende. And also remember, water. Ask about the water. Ask about if you can build a well. Ask all the questions that you can, okay? Let me see what other questions are here. This is a beautiful view, O'Neill. I gotta tell you. How much, oh, King, how much for the little scooters? Okay, well, the small one that I bought, mine was secondhand, and I got it from Facebook. I went, I got one of my buddies to go pick it up for me for like 20 bucks. I gave him 1,000 pesos, and he went all the way to Puerto Plata. He's a mechanic as well. He checked it out for me. He went to Puerto Plata in the public car, and then he rode it back for me. And then when he rode it back for me, I have the video of it on my channel, of me riding a scooter. I think it's called Pasola or something, the video. It's like a year ago. And that one was way too small for me because I'm 5'8.5". I'm very, like, I'm tall and I have long legs. And so guys, I got a phone call. I'm gonna have to go soon. I have a client calling from Toronto. But that Pasola I bought for $200 used, and it was good for me to learn on. But I would say put in a couple of $100 more if you're gonna buy something secondhand. And if you really are on a tight budget, get something for like, you know, $350, $400, and you could be cool. And just down the street the other day, I saw a motorcycle secondhand for 400. So 400 US dollars. So they're always on the internet. You can always get them secondhand and cheap. Now, brand new, I'm going to be buying my motorcycle brand new, and it is 60 69,000 pesos or 63,000 pesos. So it's just over, it's like 1,200 bucks. Okay. And I could put 400 down, and I can get a letter from one of my Dominican friends, a reference letter, and I can pay 100 bucks a month if I want, or if I want to gain credit here. And that's what my goal is to do, because I want to build my credit here. I do believe that it's important to build credit in another country, So, like for instance, Banco Popular, to open a bank account there, you have to have some type of commercial credit you can prove here. Now, I don't know what that means exactly, but maybe it could mean your Altice, or your Claro phone bill. It could mean something like that, or it could mean something like, getting a motorcycle and making payments every month for 6 months. That's what I would, or 7 months, that's what my option is to do, because I really want to, again, build my credit and get a motorcycle. Now, the motorcycle that I would be getting for 1,200 is bottom of the line Gato, just kind of like it's a brand new cute bike. It's not a motor concho bike. It's aerodynamic. It's really cute. Tomorrow I'll take a picture of it and do a little video actually of the store itself, so you guys will know different prices. How about I do that tomorrow on my way to Sosua, or on my way back or something, and then that way you guys will be able to get to really see for yourselves. And I feel 1,000, like 1,200 bucks for a motorcycle. It's good for me. I was asked the question the other day about my Dominican tattoo. Here, things are referred to as Dominican tattoo when you get a burn on your leg by the exhaust. Now, I've gotten one now, my 1, 2, 3, oh gosh, now I forget. My third time now. And it's healing nicely. Let me see if I can get out of the sun here and show you guys quickly. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it's not so bad at all, and it's healing really nicely. So when you get your bike, you got to make sure you don't get on the wrong side, or you got to make sure you don't put your leg down. The other day when I burned my leg here, I'm a professional now. I know not to do it, but every now and again your leg might slip. If the person that you're on the bike with, if their bike doesn't have like foot pegs, like they have to have foot pegs for you to sit up, propped up on the bike. But sometimes the foot peg leans over, or it's just non-existent. And those are the bikes I don't ride on. But this particular day, I happened to get on one where the pegs were a little loose. So let me see. Oh, there's a lot of messages here. Okay, what a beautiful view, Mr. Dominican Republic. Yes, O'Neill. Would you drive a car in the Dominican Republic? I would. I mean, I'm a good driver. I know how to drive stick shift in Canada, but you know what? Just before I moved here, I was living right downtown Toronto, and I gave up my car. I had a really nice vehicle, but I had it parked, and I had the vehicle for luxury purposes and not for necessity. And so I gave the car up, and I started to take the subway system, and it was good. But I worked from home anyway, so I was, and everything was so convenient downtown Toronto for me anyway. So it's not like I needed a vehicle. And again, when I did need to go somewhere like a salon or something, it was usually on the main Yonge Street downtown Toronto, and I would walk there or just simply hop the transit. Like I said, same thing here, right out front of my house. There's the Guagua, the public bus. There's the public car system. There's also a lot of motor conchos, as you can see, a lot of motor guys that are like, taxi drivers on their bikes. And I can also walk to the grocery store from here. So would I buy a car now? No, I'm buying a moto just for simple work purposes, back and forth to Sosua and around the areas. But in the future, when I am in the countryside and, I have property out there and possibly more properties around the country itself, along the island itself, and Santo Domingo and places of that nature, where I do plan to start putting my footprints all around. then I know I will have to have a car. So yes, then I will invest in a car. And I don't think driving here is all that bad. I've never driven here myself, so I don't know, but I've been in many cars and I've been with many foreigners in cars, and it just seems like they're cool. You know, they get around, women and men, you know, so young and older. So I'm really sometimes surprised about the driving. One day I saw a guy that should not have been driving, and his foot was all jacked up, and he was like hopping and limping, and it looked like it was about to explode. It was so swollen, and he had Dominicans in the car with him that could have drove the car for him, and that would have made sense. And he was driving, and I know for sure in Canada that if anyone saw him walking like that, they would have called the authorities immediately to, you know, say, hey, dude, you shouldn't be walking with that leg. Like, that's the leg you're driving with, you know? And the other leg was not far behind the other one. Like, he just shouldn't have been driving, right? Like, you could tell that he was in pain. He couldn't even walk hardly to the car. So anyway, I find that kind of interesting here, where people are more free with their driving. You know, I also saw an entire family stagger to a car at the Rio one day, at the river one day. I saw a whole family stagger. They were drunk as skunks, and they were just walking to the car and stumbling back and forth. I had a little bit of a buzz on myself, and even I had enough common sense to be like, oh my gosh, how come no one in that car, getting in that car, realizes that they're all drunk? But you know what, it is what it is. And I don't really hear of a lot of accidents, car accidents here. I don't see a lot either on the roads or anything, and I'm always on the roads. In Canada, I would see one all the time on the highways, especially during traffic hour and everything. I guess because it's the hustle and the bustle and the matrix mind mentality, right? It's like they just want to hurry up and get home. There's no paradise that they're enjoying throughout the day. Everything is probably just so rushed and angered, right? Now, of course, I'm sure there's accidents more in Santo Domingo and Santiago, and I'm just not there in the big cities, but I'm talking about here, and I don't see too many. I'm gonna have to go soon. My water is almost finished. Look at that, got a refill. But let me get to some of these comments because there are a lot here, and I want to make sure that I have you guys on lock. Hey, Jarrell. I'm doing good, sweetheart. And Sandra, yes, I'm so happy I took this apartment. Yes, you're so right. I thought to myself afterwards, I was like, why aren't I taking this apartment? So I'm glad I took it. Stay sweet, Sandra. Stay sweet from Port Dover, Ontario. Aw. Sorry for the virus, hit hard again, but yes, it will pass. And we are in phase 3 on Friday here. Congratulations on phase 3, Port Dover, Ontario. For those of you who don't know, Toronto, where I'm from in Canada, is also located in the province of Ontario. So I'm like, anytime I see anything about my country, I love Canada. Don't get me wrong, but I just now I'm an expat here. Not an expat, as an expatriate. I'm not to my country. I'm still patriotic to all and everyone, but this is my home now. Speaking about home, Baller Slim says, I'm trying to move to the DR and I wrote you on WhatsApp. Can you please help? Yes. What is your name on WhatsApp? Write me right now too, just in case it got lost. And well, I get a lot of WhatsApps. And that's just for you guys, all of you, please WhatsApp me. And if I don't answer right away, or if I'm supposed to get an apartment for you or whatever, make sure you hit me up again. You're never bothering me or pestering me ever. It really helps me move smoothly along. Eventually I'm going to get an assistant, but not right now. Let me see. Rico Toro, I really enjoy your channel. Where's Rico? Rico, are you here? Let me see. I know Rico. I was talking to Rico and I said, Rico, how come you don't start a channel? And he was like, because him and I, we get into some really interesting conversations on Pedro Clisante about women and men relationships and everything. And, I even said to him, like, I have a few ideas and blah, 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 and ran them by him. And then I said to him, how come you don't have a channel? And he's like, well, I do have a channel. And I'm like, well, how come I don't know about it? And he's like, oh, it was about, 7 years ago. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I still have the video up. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'd love to see it type of thing. And so he sent it to me. And I was like, holy shoot. He's on the back of a motorbike doing videos, just the way I love to do them. I'm like, holy macro. So I'm glad that he's now doing his videos and that he's getting shouts out like this on my channel as well. I don't always have time. There you go. There's a shout out from the universe, Rico. Okay, let me see. Gee Blaze, what was you? That was me, baby girl. Laugh out loud. Hope you're taking care of it. Taking care of what? I forgot. Oh, you were asking about my burn. Aw, yes. Okay, I am taking care of it. I am, and you guys gave me some really good comments as well. Aloe vera. That tattoo was free. Yes, Gil. And I love my tats. I should just get a tat and just call it the Dominican tattoo. I bet it hurt when it happened. Dano, no. It's funny enough. Unless it's deep, then it hurts. It hurts like like it hurts like any deep burn. But this one here didn't hurt too much. But yeah, you're right. The other one, I had another one before, and it was a really bad one. It took tattoo off my leg, a piece of my tattoo off my leg. It was deep, and it took me about 2 months to heal it. So yeah, and it was painful at first, like, when it was healing. It got infected and everything. So yeah, they are painful. And let's see here. It looks beautiful out there. It is beautiful out here, Mr. Anderson. And Nathan B. Sandra Law, sorry to hear you still believe in the invisible monster. I'm retiring in 6 years. Plan is to move to Puerto Plata. Can't freaking wait. Nathan B. in the house. Hey, Dano, from the views, I can tell this apartment is not far from the police station in Cabarete. No, it's not. The police are right beside me almost. Mr. Anderson, they drive a little crazy there with the motorbikes. Yeah, so I'm going to be very careful on the road because a lot of the accidents are not even caused by the people who are riding. I mean, who are, riding properly. It's always caused by the people who are speeding and thinking they can do pop wheelies at certain times in the road. And I'm not just talking about Dominicans. I'm talking about a lot of the foreigners as well. They drinking and they too have hurt people in the road as well. So it's really dangerous. You are right. Got to be careful. And trying to get out of the sun a little bit so I can see. Is this Nemesis? Cerise, you're so helpful to us. Gracias from Brooklyn. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Jarrell O'Neill, after my first trip, I started renting cars with Waze. I never had a problem. With Waze, never had a problem. You're one that comes and rents cars, eh? A lot of people come here and rent cars, and they drive all around the island. Sylvester, you guys check out his channel. Sylvester Robinson, he rents and he drives all the way from Santiago and comes back, and he stays for a month whenever he comes. So it's really good. Let me see, Mr. Anderson, that's all I think about while I'm at work. Aw, you guys really want to come, eh? I hear you. It's a sense of peace. Yes, peace, exactly. Everyone drunk, no designated driver. No designated driver. I have driven from Santo Domingo to La Vega, Santiago, Puerto Plata, and Sosua, and from Boca Chica to La Romana, after several trips, no problems. All right, there we go, guys. See, so brave. It's not. It's once you get it, you just do it, and that's what I'm going to be doing now with these motorcycles. I just got to get on the road. Nemesis, same here. Retiring in 2 years. Hey, Donald. My plan is to do road trips next time I visit. Ah, yes. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. You know what you do? Well, you know what I've been doing? Going on to the internet on Google, and I've been looking at towns in the Dominican Republic, and not just cities, but towns. And there are some towns with some really unique, beautiful, like swimming pool within a river. I mean, within the sea. And then like a natural swimming pool, and Rio San Juan near there they have one, and then just over here in Cabarete, there where the Rio meets the sea, like where the river meets, they connect. It's so cool the way it connects. The river connects with the sea. It's just so amazing. But yes, going around really, really is good. Going around the island. Sandra, I know, great move. Thank you, sweetheart. Jeff, London, Ontario here, Cerise. Yes, shouts out. London in the house. For those of you who don't know, London, Ontario is in Canada. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, as I already said. And London, I believe, is, correct me if I'm wrong, it is about an hour and 45 minutes away from Toronto. Jeff, let me know. And then we have Nemesis. I know you are happy. Oh, no. Vernell said, Nemesis, I know you are happy. Vernell, jealous. En la casa. Oh, there we are. Rico Toro. En la casa. Que lo que. What's up, sweetheart? Well, looks like we're back in curfew, but I've been hearing so many things, Rico, as you probably heard. So many things as well on the street. I've been hearing it for a few weeks now, like a week for sure. But now, you know, it seems like the president spoke yesterday and he's keeping the beach open, which only makes sense. And he's closing the rivers, but I don't know how that makes sense. Like, I don't know how that makes sense. I think the curfew is good if they want to keep people away from people at a certain time. Like, I get that, but all the restrictions, I don't think they will last for the 45 days total. Like, look at the last curfew. It was supposed to go to a certain time, and all of a sudden everyone found out that there was no more curfew, and that, everything's going to be opening back up. And it did before the last curfew was even over. Quarantine was even over. Curfew. So yeah, I think, it's going to be all right. But I'm going to be in Sosua tomorrow. Maybe we can meet up. And if not tomorrow, let's meet up sometime soon. Maybe you can come here. Come here on Saturday. I'm having a party for my friend Elsa. It's her birthday. It's not really a party. It was just going to be the girls, but I already invited another vlogger. And I was going to do a little bit of a live to air with him here. I invited him because, oh my gosh, I just want to get into all his business either. But there's one of the girls that's going to be here, he likes, and she likes him. So I thought, why don't I just invite him? And I invited him today. So you should come on Saturday. We're going to barbecue over here, going to play some music and chill out and relax. You can go across to the beach, and maybe we can do a live to air together while you're here as well, if you want to come on Saturday. All right, let's see. Hey, Donald, Cerise, you ever go to the Goddess Bar up the street? Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call come in. Yes, I do. I go to the Goddess Bar Lounge almost every 3 days. I just walk over there with Noche. It's right over there. And I just walk over with Noche and I sit down and I have a glass of wine if it's nighttime, or if it's the morning and I go for breakfast, I'll go get the fried cheese and the eggs, and I'll give Noche my salami. And for the breakfast is I think 170 pesos, which is just like $3. And so sorry about that. For just like, you know, $3, you can go, and just a little over $3, $3.20. And sorry guys, I had to take that call. I don't know what that does to the stream. Probably stops it for me. Probably lost a few of you guys, but I just want to say sorry about that. But yes, let me see. Oh wow, there's a lot of messages. Yes, goddess. Okay. No, it's hard to retire in the States, especially in New York, New Jersey area. Yes. Only imagine. I'm not retired here. I'm expecting one. Let me see if he's here. No, he's not here yet. Okay. So, let me answer the last few questions. Ooh, you had to cancel your flight? Stallion. I got... Stallion. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. A lot of people are really worried. I have people like, shouts out to George. George is like, he messaged me today, and he's so excited about coming. I got him an apartment and everything. We worked hard to get this apartment for him, and he got the apartment, and he was so excited. And I told him, stay in touch with me, please. Don't just think I got you an apartment. You're going to be here next month, and you won't bother me if you contact me, blah, 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 blah. So he's like, thank you. And then he contacts me today, and he's like, Cerise, I think I may have to reschedule my trip. And I was like, oh, no. Don't worry about that. And he's like, well, I'm a beach person. And I was like, okay, all right. Because he heard my video yesterday where I was like, if you're not a beach person, then don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Just come. Now I heard today the beaches will be open. So that's a good update for him. And he won't be canceling. Now he'll come. The curfew, he doesn't mind. He's not really a club person, right? But those beaches needed to be open, and we found out today they are. And yes, there's a lot of maybes and a lot of this and that, and but sometimes the gossip is truth. And a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, when I was hearing that things were going to change, I was like, oh my gosh, seriously? And it was just on the streets. So that, a lot of us were relaying it to you. I was one of those people that was relaying it prematurely. And the reason why I was relaying premature information before we even found out about anything is because I wanted to share with you guys what I'm hearing. And that's just what I do. Even when I go and I video a lot of the homes and stuff like that, I will bring you along with me. And some of the homes, it's my first time seeing it as I'm going into each room, so you can hear my reaction and to the smell and everything. And so that's why I share all the information I hear, and it's always just a heads up. And so I'm glad I gave that heads up. And when I heard that the beaches were closed or closing, I contacted the mayor of Sosua, and I videoed it on my channel. You guys can watch that video yesterday. And he said, see. But this was before, like, I asked him, is everything closing at the beaches? And he said yes. But he didn't go into detail because he can't, right? But when the president spoke last night and said, yes, indeed, the beaches will be open, that was all gravy. So expect things to change, Stallion. I don't think the curfew is going to last for the whole 45 days. I think we'll get to a point where the numbers will start to go down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Whether it is a true fact or not, I mean, I haven't met anyone that has coronavirus in this island yet. I don't know if the people are getting tested or if it's just they're getting results based upon their symptoms. I really don't know. But I don't even know of gripe. Gripe is the natural common cold. Usually right around September it starts to hit, right? Gripe. Common cold. And I get the common cold here, and last year I got a common cold here. I thought it was going to put me out here when I was staying in ProCab in Cabarete for 2 months. I oh my gosh, I couldn't even believe how sick I was. I thought I was going to have to go back to Canada for a minute. But in any case, let's see here. You will be here in October, Vanilla. All right. The Dominican Republic is turning into the Matrix. Stallion. There's a lot of following going on with the Americans, but I believe that will start to change once the country develops more and more. Hey, D. Hick. Hola, Cerise. I plan on visiting for an entire month. Wow. Oops. Hold on 1 minute, guys. I'm going to go answer my door. I'll be right back. But I'll leave you with the view. Oh, no. I better not. It will fall off. Hold on. Me and my silly self. Joaquin had to get some more water, and my friend is here because he's gonna noche for me up here on the terrace. Noche needs a bath, so he's gonna give her the special treatment. I gotta tell him where Noche's shampoo is. Noche jambon en al baño. Noche's albon? Jambon? Oh, no. Sí, jambon, ¿no? ¿Sí sabes? En al baño. Jabón. 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 Para noche. En el baño. Her shampoo is in the bathroom. I use baby shampoo for noche. Dr. Bob told me to use baby shampoo for noche because it will not harm her and her curls, and especially when she goes into the water. And look at her, she's so happy. Noche! Noche! Oh, no, este. No, este. En el baño. ¿Tú sabes, Yanet, supermercado? ¿Tú sabes? How do I say mirror? Look at Noche. Noche's like, thank you. Thank you. Let me read some of these messages. Oh, Nemesis, you canceled your trip? Hey, Dano. God is, it is, your favorite place? And you say at condo, Victoria condos too. Well, if you need one this trip when you come, I know where you can get one. And Nemesis, you canceled your birthday trip. Ouch. Happy birthday when it does come. Stallion, trying to initially put all these rules and regulations. Huh? En el baño. En mirror. ¿Tú entiendes mirror? Ella oh. En baño. Al baño. ¿Tú sabes? Al baño. ¿Tú entiendes? Al baño. ¿Grande? Es amarillo. ¿Grande? Sí. If I go downstairs, the internet connection will go out, and I'm gonna have to put the the phone down again if I go down. So let me just hurry up and finish here. For 20 days, just a weekend curfew time. That stinks. It's for the better. Yeah, it's for the better if that's what's going to happen. I'd rather that than the borders close. LCH. There are so many rumors, yeah. Opinions that it's better to remain informed with real direct news from the government. Spreading lies just will freak everyone. DR is open for tourists. Stay safe. Yeah, it's not really spreading lies because the country did go back in quarantine. And so it was just preparing people who are around the world who, do not want to get caught in quarantine and would really appreciate any type of a heads up. It's just a heads up and full information. Of course, it may sound like it's mentira, like it's lies, but it's not. See? It's not. It's respecting people who are around the world who may be coming here. Some people are coming only for the restaurants and only for the nightclubs and only for that. And if they were to find out that, wait, there's some talk about, hold on, back up, then yeah, of course they're going to want to know that, even if it's just talk. So it's not lies. It is speculation. And if you want to consider that lies, then all right, call it lies. But it is what it is. And let's see. So yeah, guys, I think that is it. I'm looking at some messages here. Yep, I think I got them all. But I'll just say, you know what? When you come here, this trip, whether there's a curfew or not, you're not really going to notice the difference at all. I had someone yesterday say, oh, what? Blah, 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 blah. And no, I actually had someone today say to me, Cerise, come down to Sosua. Come to Sosua. It's normal. Everything's good. Beaches are open. Come do your update. And I'm like, I won't be in Sosua today. I'll be in Sosua tomorrow. So I am going to do an update in Sosua for you guys. Also, I'm going to do that motorcycle video for you guys, just so you can see how much motorcycles go for and what types and brands and, just varieties and stuff. Yeah, so just want to say that things are grooving, guys. And when you get here, you will be happy. Noche, you're going to get a nice bath right now, sweetheart? Yeah? Noche's going to get a bath. You're going to get a bath. But guys, I got to tell you, what's this truck honking at? Lots of construction is going on in the Dominican Republic, as always, because it's a developing country and everyone is getting ready for you guys to come here. So again, if you want to buy land, if you want to come here and rent businesses or buy casas or already made homes that have the foundation but are not completed, if you want to buy land and build, if you just want to buy land and let it sit and resell it, let me know. I also have a new service that I introduced a while ago, just to remind you guys about it, because I'm going to be doing that tomorrow for a gentleman. I'm going to go look at his property, a house that he's interested in buying. And I'm going to go there and look at it for him, because he's like, Cerise, I found a great place. The price seems really good. And I just want to know if it's worth it. And I was like, okay, if he already found his own place and he's not here to buy it, then it's good that I go check it out for him. I'll go in there and I'll see the smell of the place and everything else, which reminds me I'm going to have to really get disconnected now with you guys and contact the owner so I can book an appointment with her to go see it tomorrow. Look at Noche trying to stick close to the wall. Mireya! breathing all deep, acting like, oh no, her little tail is going a little bit right there. Right there. Just a little bit of tail. Huh? You gonna go get a bath now, honey? Yes. So, guys, I'm gonna go get some business done. Let me just look one more time at these questions here because I want to make sure I answer all your questions before I let you go. If you're in a villa with friends, you will still have fun even if you can't get out after 7 p.m. Yes, Dano, that's so true. That's very true. Stallion, some people pay for pain and domination. I am not one of them. I'll come for vacation, not to be locked up in my room. Hey, Dano, I will buy you breakfast in the future. Or next time I'm out there, Cerise. Ah, thank you. I love this. Yeah, let's do happy hour. Hey, Dano, so is Marriott building a resort there? Yes. And D Hick, I feel you on that one, Stallion. I could, that's true, guys. But come on now. It's only for 45 days, and it might not even be for 45 days. They might thing out after the numbers go down and just throw us into a new phase. Okay, so of course there's going to be some new news. Expect it. Expect something to change. Expect to get a little jolted again. And I don't think it's going to get any worse than this. There was supposed to be a second wave, and we heard about this second wave coming in October, September, like in the States. That's what the President Trump was saying, that there's going to be a second wave and they don't know when it's going to be and all that stuff, right? And first I heard it was November, and then he said it could be this month, that month, and then October, September, and they don't really know anything. But if this is the second wave here, or even the first wave, to be honest with you, the first wave, then I don't know what to say. But if it is considered the second wave, because the numbers did go up a lot, then that's all right. That's all right. It'll just get for 45 days and everything will be cool. They just got to get the numbers on their way, you know? That's it. Again, are people really even have curfew? Like, we don't know, but we just got to step to getting this dealt with. And so, hold on, there was one question I did want to answer. The resort, Marriott Resort. Yes, they're building a resort in Sosua. Oh! Oh. Two Eddie's Dominicano. So yeah, the Marriott, there's one being built in Sosua. So what we've heard before, and a few people were showing me the site in down behind where Margot is, like down in that area somewhere. That's what I heard. Not a resort, but a hotel. Now, I heard this from a builder over here in Cabarete. He said that there's something being built here too, called the supposed to be a boutique hotel. Now that's what a builder named Pierre told me a few months ago, and it's very close to his building as well. And so that's interesting. So we really don't know, and especially with the world being at the state that it is right now, we don't know what the Marriott's going to do, because the hotel industry has taken a hit, and so has obviously the aviation industry, the flying industry. I mean, every industry has taken a hit. So we really don't know what's going on around investments right now. But I do know that there are a lot of people wanting to sell land, and all over. So if you're looking for a piece of land and you want to get yourself here and move and, you know, live the rest of your days and retire beautifully, let me know. I love it when you guys are brave and bold. I have a lot of you guys contacting me and saying, Cerise, it's my first time coming and I need you to find me an apartment. And I'm like, okay, all right. As I was the same way pretty much when I came here on my own, and yeah, so it was good, a good thing. Go for your bath, baby girl. I just want to see if she's gonna. Oh, she's such a good little soldier. I know that's gonna feel good on her though. It's so hot. Oh, she's such a good little girl. That's my noche. That's when she goes on the beach and she gets, salt water all over her, and then her skin gets dry and everything like that. So it's really good to bathe her with baby soap, baby shampoo, because it's not so harsh. And, bathe her up here so she could dry off really nicely as well. She's a beach baby now. She really loves the beach. Okay. So yeah, guys, it's going to get hard. It's going to get hard in the next few weeks for a lot of you who were really planning on coming because you were so excited. But, it's going to change again. Awilda, finally caught your live. Yes, you were the first person to government voice note, and I sent that around to a few people, and it was the first indicator that there was going to be something closing down. Shampoo? Something closing down. So thank you for that. I got in a little bit of trouble for it. People were like, you don't know if it's true. Why would you do that? But I don't care, because it's an indicator that something was going to happen, and something did happen, although it was not all verified until yesterday. But yes, thank you for that. Thank you for thinking about me and sending me that information. Stallion, I can tell. Oh, wait, D. Hick. Finally, D. Hick, Cerise, I didn't hear your response about the ability to get a place for a month versus a hotel. Oh, that's a great question. Yes, I went to answer the door. That's a great question. They should just come out and I'll answer it in 1 second. Hold on. Marriott, the live cut out. Does the live keep cutting out, guys? Awilda, no, Jay loves you too, sweetheart. That was official, Awilda, see? Came straight from the government, see? And they changed their minds. So they did a lot of changing of their minds. Yesterday, they thought the beaches were going to remain closed. We were going to close again, as well as the rivers and everything. But they decided to just keep the beaches open and the rivers closed. Well, that's what I heard here. Joel, Rios cerrado, pero playas abierto. Okay. So yeah, I know the playas are open, as I've been corrected on that. But the Rios, yeah, I'm hearing from a lot of the locals that they're closed. Okay, I'm going to answer your question now, D. Hick. Hotel or apartment? You're coming for a month. Okay. Sorry to the hotel industry. Well, it is hurting right now, but it is. No, Jay, no. 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 Sorry, guys. Oh no, my beach clothes. She's like, I had enough. She's such a princessa, but she's so sweet. Hotel, sorry about that. Hotel or apartment? Apartment all the way is the best choice. Apartment. House, anything. Hotels are very limited. I find that if you want a place that is visitor friendly, you can have guests by, and I'm not just talking about guys that come here for girls and stuff. I'm talking about maybe you're coming here for, you're a woman coming new friend and you're interested in the new friend and you want to take them into your Airbnb, into your hotel. You might have to let the head desk know. Now, if it's a hotel that is very liberated and they don't mind who's going into the hotel at any time. Now, I think overall, when it comes to a hotel, if you're going to be spending, if you have money to spend, then get yourself a hotel that comes equipped with a kitchenette and everything of that nature. If you have money to waste, definitely do that. But if you don't have a lot of money to waste, then you will be better off getting yourself a beautiful 1-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom, what that you need. And for the same $350 a month, and you know, you could, for that month, you could just buy food, and you could even go out to restaurants a lot more if that's what you want to do, and have a bigger social life, because then you have a lot more money to spend in your pocket. But he's talking to her in words she doesn't understand. Sit in English, because she speaks Spanish. Ella, ¿se entiende? Sit. Sit, Noche. Sit. Sit. She thinks he's saying that. Sit, Noche. Oh. Apartments are the best choice, full out, hand. You make sure that they fix everything you need. So good. Here, I like to get apartments for people that are like Airbnbs, furnished with everything. You get your forks, you get your knives, you get your plates, you get your towels, you get your everything is loaded. Oh, guys, I'm uploading a video right now of a 4-bedroom villa, and it's going for $2,500 a month for 4 bedrooms. And, oh, yeah. Right beside me. Such a beautiful piece of land. A gorgeous atmosphere. It's on the beach. It also has its own pool. I'm really excited about that. It is getting put up right now as I speak. Look at her. No, Noche, go. She's trying to get downstairs. Go dry out in the sun, baby girl. No. No, mi amor. I'm going to get off the phone now and go attend to her and go attend to my clients and everything. But guys, I'm so sorry. I got to go. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell button so you know when I upload a video. And again, I do really want to impress upon the fact that if you're coming here for more than a week, you will cut your costs big time if you get yourself an apartment. You can get yourself an apartment that has a gate, and you don't have to worry about anything, and no one's going to come with a blowtorch in the middle of the night to take down your gate. Or you can get yourself something in a community with other expats, and you can get something for like a good $350, $400 a month downtown Sosua, El Bate, you know, something nice, in a pool, not a private pool, a common pool. But I mean, you've got options. So don't think coming here for a month in a hotel is the only option you have. Do not come with fear. Come with faith. When you come with faith and you know, okay, a lot of people think hotels are safer because they have the front desk and everything. Well, you can get that in a residential area here as well. You can get something, put a couple of more bucks in and get something $800 for the month. And, you know, it doesn't matter how much you pay. It just matters what you want and what you can deal with. This is a beautiful view I have. Beautiful view. It was fully furnished here when I moved in. That's my bed from my other place. I have to give it to someone. And it was furnished. Everything's furnished downstairs and everything. This is my umbrella and my little thing here and my little table over here. But downstairs, the beds were, I have a 2-bedroom, furnished, completely furnished. And I have no hot water, but I can put hot water in. That reminds me, yo quiero agua caliente. I want hot water. Look at her. She's just like not giving up. She's like, I'm not going back over. I'm finished. Ella is finito. Finita? Okay, guys. I'm gonna sign out. Look at her trying to come with faith, not fear. Don't be afraid. You can get yourself a really nice apartment. You can get yourself a really nice something beautiful, and it's really easy to do it. Look at that. I think I'm gonna barbecue tonight. Is I gotta turn off the water. Is it off? ¿Es cerrado ahora? Okay, guys. Yes, gonna let you go. I keep saying that. Now I am. I love you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for dealing with me as I went to answer my door. And thank you so much for your questions. I look forward to you guys coming here. Stallion, I'm sorry that you're so upset right now, sweetheart, but I get it. I get it 100% because last week, I didn't know if business was going to be halted and the borders are going to close down, and everyone that sent deposits for their apartments are now going to have to, reschedule their tickets, their lives. And I really was feeling for people. And when the borders remained open, I was really excited. And again, I apologize if you guys feel that I'm spreading untruths. It's not that. I'm really getting information. I'm truly getting information from people here, officials, and also information that just keeps changing, and that's not my intent. My intent is to share with you guys what I'm hearing as it comes. Get me in the loop, and so you guys know I love to share whatever I hear. So this is just unpredictable times, and we have to keep rolling with it. I don't think it's going to be 45 days. I think they are moving quickly now to get the numbers down, and then bam, some of the numbers may be just fear, right? And so maybe they just want to stop that fear. Not only that, the American embassy, before I let you guys go, the American embassy here was telling Americans to stop traveling here. That's not very good. And on top of that, the UK said their people can travel anywhere around the world, but not the Dominican Republic. Like anywhere, not around the world, sorry. Anywhere in the Caribbean islands, but not the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic had to put something in place to stop that negativity going around. And that's just another whole political, I think, thing, but the Dominican Republic had to do something. And they said, okay, 45 days, it's good. It's just a little over a month and a half. Well, it's a month and a half, and let's just get this going. But I don't think it's going to last for that long. I think it's just a safe amount of days to get people to stop complaining and get people to stop exaggerating and get people to start social distancing in a way that is healthy to just in general. You know what I'm saying? I think for now. Alrighty, guys. I gotta let you go. I love you. Oh, there's more here. Okay. Apartment for sure. And by the way, Janet Supermercado has a very good exchange rate. Oh, hey, Dano, all right. Well, you are a Cabarete guy, for sure. Oh, I'm just assuming you're a guy. Poor Noche, she's so cute. Thank you, Nancy. You met her. Excellent information, Cerise. Gracias. Oh, thank you, D-Hick. Glad you enjoy it. Hello. Oh, Slim. Okay, hello. And Awilda, they have their own islands. They probably want them to go to the British Islands. Awilda, okay. That makes sense. That is a political thing too. Get them to go to their own British Islands, and yeah, okay. But yep, that's what's happening here, and I'm glad that everything seems to be working itself out now. Okay, Noche, how are you, my little girl? How are you? You smell so good. I know you like it. You smell so good. You smell like a baby. You smell like a baby. Yes. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Bye.